Meet the curmudgeon, the whiner.
Never a single man's tax break, you know? It's always like the child care, the child tax credit, and the family tax credit. There's never anything for us.
The screamers.
I'm gonna get you, alligator girl.
The bellyachers.
A little concerned the way they're starting to force feed the Krispy Kreme donut chain on people. You know, I mean, you used to have to go to the red light district for the Krispy Kreme donuts. Now they put them all over the place. They even have them at my recovery meetings, you know?
And the downright grumpy.
After my father died, he never let us watch television at our home. So after my father died, I replaced him at the dinner table with a big television.
For these aging boomers on the edge of geezerdom, there are few outlets to vent their frustrations. What's worse, the pressures of a dysfunctional society interfere with life's simple pleasures on a daily basis. After the alarm clock rings, it's a day of diminishing returns for the grumpy fellow, but not before a nice bowl of cereal starts the day.
I'm 43. I've never been married. I mean, you expect to be having kids like now. And I'm like out there, and it's like, no, you know, none of it's happening.
And that other guy's out there, he made little notes. I should have been married by the time I was 44. Jesus Christ, 44? Hang it up.
Maybe we're all just still in recovery from Father Knows Best and all those TV shows that kind of sold us a bill of goods and showed us the way it should be, could be, and would be, and ain't.
But not all our grumpy dudes are living the swinging single life.
I don't want to get married. What are you, nuts?
You know, this honor and obey crap, that's out. You know, maybe starting with my generation, that's out. It should be aid and abet.
Like, let me put it to you this way. My wife is 20 years old. You're 20 years younger than me, and my girlfriend is 33 years younger than me. And my wife doesn't like my girlfriend.
The demands of matrimony and fatherhood come with their own set of punishing disappointments. In Grumpville, the complexities and drudgeries of everyday life lead to a litany of things to complain about.
It's a karaoke society. Now, the big entertainers are your Clay Aikens, who I'm sure has put in a whole lot of karaoke time. You can just tell.
If you're walking down a hall, whoever's tallest doesn't move out of the way.
What the hell is that? We're born into the world drinking milk. How can anybody be lactose intolerant? I don't know if I believe in that. Maybe they're just people who have a lot of gas.
Wait a minute.
Jesus Christ. I'm supposed to be griping about something. You make us sit out there and wait in this hushed silence, and then the guy, before I come in here, you have the guy go in there and use the toilet.
Grumpy old men spans the universe on the hunt for more to gripe about. But first, a stop to play the ponies.
We're here at Pimlico today. It's a Friday, not a great day at Pimlico because virtually no one comes out here anymore. But we're going to see who's inside, take a look at the races, take a look at the track. I'm going to show you around a little bit. Here's like one of the things I hate about horse racing. The guys that go like this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like I lose every time I'm next to a guy who does that. Every single time. My horse, even if he's like hundreds of miles away, invariably it's like collapsing or breaking a leg. It's the track handicapper.
Don't ride his guy and don't ride him when you're in the back.
Don't want to cross him.
Every time I tell him.
In the back closet, he's got a cot, and he sleeps here.
I don't know that.
Eats, drinks,
Well, why
sleeps,
did Billy notice that?
poops, horse racing. We need help. What do you got for us? And don't give me something you're giving the public. Give me like some wise guy stuff. Okay, and now they're doing it again.
8-1, very vulnerable favorite.
This is without question the worst paddock in America. It's like a doctor's office in here. Okay. Well, bless you. This is where wise guys come in to get a better look at the horses. The people who just play out of the racing form they're not, you know, they're just playing numbers. They don't even have any humans to bet with, I don't think. I mean, we can use the machines. And we can find a human. These windows used to be lined with people who had jobs. Now there's nobody here but machines. People used to come up to me all the time, "Are you a jockey?" No, I'm not a jockey. You know, that's why I put on this extra weight here, so they could never talk me into it. They could drug me and put me in the steam box and then I would wake up and weigh 115 pounds, and they'd probably lash me to the back of a horse, and then just like I'd like come to as the gate opened. And the horse knows how to run around the track on its own anyway. It's like my worst nightmare. Raped by gypsies and then forced into being their jockey boy. That's what I'd hate. If that horse wins, I will be jumping up and down. I can promise you that. That horse is 22-1, and he's on my ticket. Just a little taste of a long shot. I got about $250 riding on this right here. I can't afford to lose that kind of money at all. I can't talk right now. In a little bit, we're racing. Up with the 4. Fight! Come on, the 4. Ho, ho! Yes! That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, give me some. This isn't going to be a very grumpy day if this keeps up. 2 to go. That horse was 15-1. So I got 4-1 and 15 to start my pick 4. We're in the stratosphere now. This was huge, because now this means if I get it, I mean, I'm looking at thousands of dollars. Out and gone, Frank. Please. Clear, boy. Finish him. Come on, kid. Shoot. Oh, no. Fight. Get off the rail, you bum. Oh, Christ. Ah. What? This isn't good. It's okay. It's okay. It's typical. It's okay. One off. One away from $2,300, and now I have nothing, and I'm $250 in the hole, and I'm going to be eating fish sticks and peanut butter and jelly for the next week and a half. You do this kind of thing alone. You don't bring your girlfriend to the racetrack because all she does is get in the way of your wagering. You know, that's basically what it's about. And if you come here long enough, and I'm beginning to get to that level, you wind up pretty much having no friends in your life because no one cares about horse racing. No one knows anything about horse racing. You know, I mean, people watch football. That's what people do these days.
Ah, the inflated expectations of opening day in the NFL. When every team has a perfect record and fans' enthusiasm is at a fever pitch.
Game day cigars! Cigar man!
The migration to the stadium may come with its own set of aggravations, but it's hard to stay angry in such a festive spirit.
Place the tailgate.
It's friends, food, and football.
I can say this because she's here right now. This is more exciting than our honeymoon night.
Lenny?
In this supercharged atmosphere, there's always a standard list of gripes.
I just get in there and wait and see what happens, but usually by November we know where we're going. Nowhere.
With the tickets, putting the whole day on from the 6 of us,
Couple $100 each.
Yeah. Probably $750 total.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of strippers.
That's where it gets expensive.
I'm the idiot that pays $5,000 for club level.
Actually spend our time getting sober in there. We try to have a nice buzz going into the game and not pay $6 for one shot.
It's one big never-ending sea of meat.
I got no problem with vegetarians, at least more meat for me. Oh! It doesn't matter if he just peed in the woods, because we just had this discussion. There is no bacteria in urine.
Which brings us to another source of misery and an ongoing debate.
Just tell the Danny to get a couple more porta potties out here. We could use them.
The woods are all here. We're wide open. The trees are all in bloom, and we add to it.
So where does one find relief in such a challenging environment? Is it hiding in the trusty woods, or the privacy of the porta potty?
It's either here or go in the woods, and this is a whole lot safer.
That's a silly question. Talk to a woman. She'll tell you why they don't go down there. It's poison ivy.
Definitely woods, but you got to watch out for my friend. He's passed out back there, so don't pee on him.
Woods are fine, except you might fall down that hill. That would be ugly.
Hey, this? Don't go here. Go over there. It's quicker, it's easier, and it's safer. Here, a lot of problems.
The woods!
Well, the ladies can go to the gym with
John. Forget the John. We come to a Monday night game. My wife said all these guys running over up on the hill. She wanted to know what it was. She went over to see it. She immediately came back. She said, now I know why they're going over to the top of that hill over there. They were all down the bottom doing a little business.
Jeez, I guess the entire outdoors is a big toilet.
There's a hurricane coming. The planet will flush itself.
I go to the woods. I think a real man. The woods.
I'm telling everybody, the Johns are too far. By the time you get to these Johns over here, you be done watered yourself down. You don't want to go in the stadium watered down. Go to the woods.
Grumpy old men always seeking answers to the hard-hitting questions. Nowadays, there's a pill for just about anything. But sometimes there just ain't no cure for the grumpy man blues. Certain side effects may be aching back, irritable bowels, and excessive grumpiness.
It used to be kind of a joke, that, somebody would mumble at the end of the commercial really quietly that there would be a bunch of side effects and they talk as fast as possible. And now it's become a parody of itself because they read like 5 pages of stuff in 4 seconds.
The fast talker at the end would be like, manufacturers suggest a vehicle price for it may be different, sold by weight, not by volume, there may be tax licensing and retail. But now it's like, you may have bleeding through your nipples, your ears might fall off.
In rare cases, serious stomach problems such as bleeding can occur without warning.
The most common side effects of Nexium are headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain.
Serious events, some fatal, have been reported with Remicade, including infections such as tuberculosis and blood disorders.
And so you have no clue other than, don't take this. If you have any sense or any self-love at all, do not take this pill.
There's always sex with Viagra. It's one thing I was always afraid of losing that, but now all these little sexual aids, I can never be without sex.
Like 6 months ago, I see those commercials and I had like geezers on there, real geezers. Now I saw one the other day. It was like some guy who looked like about my age. What's your problem, buddy? His wife was hot too.
It's the guy throwing the football through the ring in his backyard. Like, get inside and screw your wife. Don't be out there in the backyard throwing a football through a tire hanging from a tree.
The lady that's doing the pitch, is like 32 years old. I don't know very many 32-year-old guys that are using these products. So maybe they're selling the whole thing. You walk around with a 36-hour hard-on, you're going to get this 32-year-old, because that's the way it always works, right? Yeah, that's the way it always worked for me. I don't know like you guys.
I tell you what, the day I have to take those pills, I'm going to just surrender. Okay? I admit I feel a little less sexy these days, but I'm not trying to get it back to the pills, because if I'm playing guitar on the stage and all these 21-year-olds are coming on, it's better if I don't take the pills.
You can't just have erections anymore. You have to have extreme erections.
If you have an erection for more than 4 hours, you should call your local doctor. It's like, listen, if I had an erection for more than 4 hours, I'd be calling the local media, okay?
Yeah, okay, why not? I'd love to have a 4-hour erection. Yeah, but not when I'm going to visit my parents. I think it would be kind of odd, particularly if you had any kind of length and girth, involved, to want to walk around basically carrying a tent, in your nether regions for several hours.
I heard one guy got stuck in a doorway. That's pretty serious side effects.
Hey, this is Jim. Today here in Baltimore, we're having a great thrill to be at the Home Entertainment Retail Expo. Behind the black curtain is where the adult portion of the business is. I know that's what you want to see, and I know that's what I want to see. So let's go behind the black curtain.
This is a medical FDA-approved vacuum pump that's used for penis enlargement and impotence. Let me have your hand, hold it out. And you place it over your penis and you pump away. You feel a nice pressure?
It's a nice pressure.
Yeah.
How in the world, surrounded by all of this, could you possibly indeed be grumpy?
Well, the girls make me happy, but it's all the other people and the distributors that make me grumpy.
Jesus, mate, he's a beauty. Look at that. I think I'm going to take this one home with me.
Can I just try that on?
Well, I appreciate it, and that's it from the home retail wherever we are. I don't really care. Thanks again. Talk to you later.
Grumpy old men, making the world a safer place to be miserable.